So once again, those were comments from Houston Cougars senior guard Marcus Sasser. That last bite right there is probably one that you circle if you could. Obviously, it's not a video. You could circle it. He feels like he'll be ready to go on Thursday, but obviously a lot to touch on in regards to seeding. But Sasser's health obviously the top priority for Houston heading into Thursday and potentially beyond.
I doubt he's 100% Thursday. And if John Houston has any doubt, he won't play Thursday. He may not be needed Thursday. Coach Sampson said post-game, he talked to John Houston. Marcus wasn't playing today. Coach Sampson said that Marcus was not playing today. He warmed up, all those other things. Marcus was not playing today, period.
Yeah, I'm going to take him for his word. If he say he'll be 100% by Thursday, I'm going to believe him. But I know players say that just so they can't get on the floor. So you take it with a grain of salt. But I think if it was a tournament game today, he could have played. From the sounds of it, he wouldn't have been 100%. But hey, I believe in manifestation. I believe it's power in the spoken word, and I'm hopefully he is 100% by Thursday. But more important than that, his future is definitely more important than this tournament. So hopefully he gets healthy overall for his sake and his career's sake. But man, like him, I'm excited. I'm not looking at any seeding. Every team is in the tournament for a reason. And it's because they're good. And so every game is going to be a tough one. So I expect a good matchup against Northern Kentucky.
So looking ahead at Northern Kentucky, as we start to wrap things up here on Let's Rage Cougs, they ended up winning the Horizon League Championship. That's how they got the automatic bid to get into the NCAA Tournament. And kind of coincidentally enough, the last time the Houston Cougars opened with a Horizon League champion in the NCAA Tournament, they ended up going all the way to the NCAA Final Four back in 2021. That team was Cleveland State, who Northern Kentucky beat to get to the NCAA Tournament. They narrowly defeated Cleveland State 63-61 back on March 7th, which was just this past Tuesday. Kelvin Sampson said that he was watching that game and he made a mental note of Northern Kentucky. He said they're a really good team and they stood out to him just watching them what are the chances he was watching that game on that given specific chance, and now he's preparing for them to play in the first round. And obviously the other thing that Kelvin Sampson said is now it's a new season. That's what Jamal Shedd said, but Sampson said at this point, any team in the NCAA tournament can beat anybody. You can't overlook anyone. And Chris, like you alluded to, when one person was going to ask about potentially looking ahead, Kelvin cut it immediately.
Yeah, it's now a one-game season for everybody. You win, you go home. Deion said it perfectly. The teams in the tournament are here for a reason. If Houston does not shoot well, if Houston does not play to their culture, they could lose Thursday. If Northern Kentucky gets hot from three of those things, to help the chances to win the ball game. It's Thursday is the game. Win and move on, but Thursday is the matchup. North Kentucky is first on the list.
Win in advance. All the moments up until this point has prepared you for this point. So I think everyone is settled in their role. I think the stages are going to be too big for anyone. I'm expecting. Well, all I will say, legends are born in March. And so if you want to have a legendary I don't want to say career. You want to be remembered as a legend. It's time to make your mark now, make your stamp now. And I think we got the players to do so. We have multiple players who can have big games and iconic moments that can stamp their legacy.
Final point I wanted to close out on. It'll be determined on how much, if Marcus Sasser is 100% ready to go when it comes to that first round game. But that's going to be a tough turnaround from Sunday evening afternoon to Thursday whenever they play. The time is yet to be set for the matchup. But one player that stepped up big against Memphis was Terrance Arceneaux. He got the start in place of Marcus Sasser. He made some big plays, especially when it came to rebounding and hitting shots early in the first half. But then there was also some moments where you could call them freshman moments, and specifically it was towards the second half where I think he had a three in the corner, and I'm not sure if he would have shot it and made it, it would have cut it to within 4 or 3. And he hesitated when he shot it, and I believe he ended up airballing the shot. Yes. So he had some freshman mistakes too, but he did make some plays.
He was aggressive on the boards, but second half especially, you could almost see him thinking about it. Just a second or two thinking about it. Should I shoot it now? Should I shoot it? And Coach Sampson was almost pleading, Terrance, shoot the ball. Terrance, shoot the ball. Juwan, tell him, shoot the ball. Jamal, shoot the ball. So he's got to just don't hesitate. Just let it go. Because one of the things that Coach Sampson and we all know to follow the team, if you shoot the ball, there's a good chance they're going to get the rebound if you miss. So shoot the ball. Don't worry about it. Just shoot it.
Yeah, man, I love what I saw from Terrance, especially to start the game. Those moments that we're calling freshman moments, they're just learning moments. It's his first time experiencing a starting lineup and in the role that he experienced today. But I love what I saw from him, man. You see the upside, and he has that it factor, that it gene. I seen it, in my opinion, from what I look for when I watch basketball. He got it. I think he can develop into a Kawhi Leonard type of player. You look at Kawhi Leonard when he was at San Diego State, type of player he was, and how he developed all the way up to where he is now. I think Terrance has that potential.